wanna take it slow. Just wanna let you know. Ready to spend some time.
What's up, K Squad? Thanks so much for tuning in today's video. If you're new here, I'm Kara from K's Ways, where I like to inspire you to do it your way. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked Tiger palette. I went ahead and picked up my palette directly from the Hourglass website. I just used a new email, got whatever 10 to 15% that I can get off, and got it shipped to me. So this year, Hourglass actually released 3 of their ambient lighting holiday palettes. If you've been around for any time on my channel, you know I've been rocking with Hourglass for a long time. I do have the original ambient lighting palette, and it looks very busted and beat up here, but that's the original ambient lighting palette, and you can see those shades are kind of light, but this is all about lighting. Like the ambient lighting powders, they just do something special to your face. The way the light hits it and everything, it's just really nice. So I did use these colors, but I would use it more as like in highlighted areas and things like that. Last year, Hourglass went ahead and released the Ambient Lighting Palette Volume 3. So I skipped number 2 because it wasn't for me again, and I didn't feel like buying, wasting money on the product if I already had one that wasn't catered towards my skin tone. So last year, when they did release Volume 3, I went ahead and picked that up off their website. But this one, let me tell you guys, ever since I've been using it, it has been bae. So the top shade is Eternal Light. I was using Eternal Light as an all-over kind of setting powder for myself. And then this middle shade, Transdescent Light, I would use more as a bronzer, which I did today. But there is a repeat shade in the Tiger palette, which is this middle shade here, which is called Transdescent Light. I actually use Transdescent Light from the new palette, and I use that more concentrated in like where I bronze. And when I use the Volume 3 palette, that's basically what I use it as. So I use the first one as a setting powder, I use the middle one as a bronzer, quote unquote bronzer. It's really light bronzer, but super natural, especially on my skin tone. So if they come out with a Volume 4, like Hourglass will get all the points back, okay? But as a woman of deeper skin tone, I choose to purchase directly from Hourglass website just so that they know that the product is in demand and they can keep going and expanding. That would be great. Hourglass, please and thank you. Lastly, in the Volume 3 palette, we have the Prismatic Strobe palette, which is a golden highlighter kind of shade. So you best believe I was so excited when I saw Hourglass releasing 3 different palettes for holidays 2022. One that's going to be catered more towards the fairer skin tones, one that's catered more towards the medium to tan skin tones, and then one that's catered towards darker tan to almost deep deep enough skin tone. Like I said, they can definitely afford to go a little bit deeper, keep it coming, and like I said, that's one of the reasons why I choose to purchase directly from Hourglass, so they know the demand is there to continue to bring out more diverse products that can suit and fit everybody. So opening up the palette here, we have 6 different shades here. Like I said, this first shade here is that Translucent Light, which is the same bronzing shade that I was using before, but that's what I have on my face as a bronzer. The second shade is a Metallic Strobe Powder. It says it's a Brilliant Globe Strobe Light. Then we have a blush in the shade Burnished Glow. Oh my gosh, I love a good orange blush, and that's basically what was calling my name, guys. That orange blush, and both of the blushes, honestly, you know I love blush, okay? There's no secret here on my channel that I love me some blush. So when I saw that orange blush and then this like kind of, what color we want to call it? It's like a almost mauve. It's actually what I wanted the Gucci Rose Beige to be. This blush is nice, but again, I'll show you the demonstration in a little bit. Going here, we have a Metallic Strobe Powder in Divine Strobe Light. This one is a Metallic Strobe Powder in Copper Flash Strobe Light. Guys, I have that in my inner corner. Like, that is my inner corner shade. That Copper Flash, Miss Copper Flash, is on. Let me show you guys, cause I want to make sure y'all see what we're looking at. That is that Hourglass shade. That's what I have on my inner corner, like. And then lastly is that blush that I was talking about, which is in the shade Iridescent Rose, which I already do own 2 Hourglass blushes. So this one is in the shade At Night. Oh, this one, this pink one, Radiant Magenta. Guys, I remember Radiant Magenta, the way I used to wear this one out. So good. So I already knew that I love their blush formula, so I just wanted to get this palette. I want to do some quick swatches here. Even though in the B-roll footage that I have, I did do swatches, but you know, I like to do live swatches, and I think I was a little bit too close. So let's just make sure that y'all can see everything. So here is the top row. I'm gonna swatch that first shade again, which is more like my skin tone. That's why it's not really a bronzer. People say it's more of a setting powder. I used it as a bronzer. I don't know if y'all can see. I naturally have that darkness in that area, so if I can put something on it to bring it out, I don't mind that, because I don't like such a heavy base. I prefer like a medium base. And speaking of base, oh shoot, I did pick up the new Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. I'm wearing that on my face right now. This is in the shade 15.5. This is actually the second time I'm wearing this foundation. I wore it for the first time yesterday and I came home, but I did have a long, like I'm talking about 12-hour day yesterday, so I'm not gonna hold that against the foundation. All I know is that when I went to the bathroom, I had to do a double take, like what the heck? My face was looking crazy. But again, that was a 12-hour day and I didn't really do too much finesse, and I didn't do any bronzer. I just really wanted to see how the foundation was gonna wear today. I think it looks really good, and you'll see I basically have Hourglass products on my face. Basically, that's all I have on my face is Hourglass products. In case you're wondering about what's going on my lips, I do have 2 of the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheats. I have 2 pencils. One is Pillow Talk 3 Intense, and the other one is Foxy Brown. I like to shade in with Foxy Brown, but then I'll define the outer corners with the Pillow Talk 3. And then I went ahead and put on the Island Dream lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. And then of course I had to add a gloss, so I went ahead and topped it off with the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Pretty Please, just in the center of the lip. So that's so I can get that little pout, you know? So here we have the next 3 shades. This blush is gonna be hard to build up, but guys, I was loving this blush when I put it on. But with this being like the ambient formula that it is, it really doesn't swatch the best. But there you have the 6 shades from the Hourglass Tiger Unlocked palette. So it's super pretty, guys. I don't know, let me give you guys a close-up. Well, you'll probably see close-ups in the B-rolls and everything. I'm gonna roll that footage for you guys so you can see. I went in with my Volume 3 palette, and I used Eternal Light as a all-over setting powder. I even set underneath my eyes, and I didn't really like the way it looked underneath my eyes, so I went on top of it with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in number 3. But then I did dust this Eternal Light shade all over my face just as a little setting powder on top of the foundation that I'm wearing. And I went ahead and took the bronzer and the finishing powder that they're calling it, the translucent light. I went ahead and used that as a bronzer, so. But I don't know, y'all can see a little, I know I can see a little bit of definition. But again, this is not gonna work for everybody. It depends on how you like your bronzer. I don't mind different ranges of bronzers in my collection. I have so many bronzers. I love me a good bronzer. So I don't mind it being like a natural bronze, but it really, is it a bronze? Is it a bronze? I don't know, but I mean, I see a little bit more definition on here, and that could be because I went on this side with the Sonia G Niji Pro. On this side, I went in with a more diffused brush, and it looks diffused to the point where it doesn't really look like bronzer. So I can see where the brush would definitely change your application. So for the metallic strobe, that is such a really nice, pretty, nice highlight. It blended into the skin so smooth and seamlessly, like you can't even really see where I applied it and where it starts and where it stops. I really do like that about that little highlighter there. And speaking of highlighters, as far as the highlighter in this Volume 3 palette, you can see it's more golden, and I always tell you guys, I'm not really a fan of like a super golden highlight. So now getting into this orange blush, guys, oh my god, it's called Burnish Glow. So pretty, I absolutely love it, and it just radiates. It looks so pretty and flawless on the skin. Like right now, of course, I do have them on my face, but I went ahead and tried to, you know, make it look a little bit even for this video. And on my cheeks is both of the blushes blended together, but you'll see the demo of this, like it just gives a nice radiance to the skin. I love me a good orange blush on melanin skin. So good, so good. Really enjoying that. Then this Divine Strobe Light. This one is a little bit on that yellowy side, but I was able to go over it with my finishing powder and everything, and I think it looks really nice actually. It's not as yellow as the one that I was telling you guys from here, so I can definitely see me reaching more into this palette than I would with the Volume 3. I'm gonna try to keep it in rotation, but you know how we do. We get new stuff and we want to use that. So I definitely can see myself using a lot of this palette. And then, like I told you, the copper flash shade right here, right there, it's right on my eyes. It looks so pretty. I love that copper shade. And if you want to even amp up that orange blush and like top it with that, I mean, to me, this blush is already like, it already has its own kind of shine to it. Now actually, as I'm swatching it, it looks pretty matte, but on my cheeks, for some reason, it was looking really glowy. So it could, I wonder if that was like the combination of the foundation that I'm wearing weird, or just the fact that I had already went over my face with some ambient lighting powder already, because swatched down now, it looks kind of matte, but there is just like a hint of radiance. But if I want to go ahead and top it with that copper glow, look how that intensifies it. Like, hopefully you have to see that. Look how that would intensify it. Really, really pretty. So you can use it one of two ways. You can use it on your eyes like I did, or you can go ahead and use it as a topper for that orange blush. So pretty. And then last but not least, this glow blush. Again, I love me some blush, and I definitely can see this being a blush that I reach for. Needless to say, I am very happy about this year's Ambient Lighting palette. This palette is part of the Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked collection. It says, create your perfect light with 3 limited edition palettes featuring packaging by illustrator Katie Scott. Because you can get the butterfly, you can get the elephant, or you can go ahead like me and get the tiger palette. If you don't know, on Hourglass website, you can customize your palette. So let's say you like the color story of the one for like the mid to tan, the tan skin tones, but you still like the tiger palette that I have. This is for deeper skin tones. So this year the palettes retail for a whopping $85. It's Hourglass. I've been paying like the 60, it used to be like 65 if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember paying no $85 for no damn palette. But in these palettes you are getting 6 shades, and you see I used to get 3 shades. So, you know, the value is there, and the fact that I love the palette already, like after the swatches and everything, the fact that I really like the palette, I'm okay with spending the money. I just want to read you a little bit of details that they have on the website. So it says, introducing 3 limited edition Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked palettes available exclusively for holiday 2022, featuring artwork by world-renowned illustrator Katie Scott. These 6-pan palettes are a celebration of the natural world, including best-selling and brand new shades of blush, bronzer, highlighter, and finishing powder for a glowing complexion. As part of the Unlocked collection, the limited edition palettes support Hourglass's mission to unlock the cages of 5% of profits from the Unlocked support the Non-Human Rights Project in their efforts to secure fundamental rights for animals. It says each individual pan of product has 1.4 grams or 0.4 ounces of product in each pan. Now, the fact that they actually list bronzer in the description, the funny thing is, I would love if they actually reached a little bit deeper in the bag. Go ahead, push, you know, take off the brightness. Push the, what do you call that? The saturation a little bit more. Let's get like a deeper bronzer for us. Cause like I said, this is okay for now. This is good. And especially with these kind of products, like I like to reach for these kind of products, especially like when I'm on the go working fast, when I'm going to work or something. So that's how I use that as an all over finishing powder. The bronzer's right there. Everything is nice and convenient. So I really do like having a palette for that reason. So hopefully next year, I'm gonna enjoy this one for the next year. I'm gonna continue to enjoy this one, but I'm really hoping that Hourglass would release some bronzers that would work on us deeper skin tone kind of ladies, you know what I mean? So it says it's everything you need to diffuse, enhance, and add glow in a single compact. Like I said, palettes, stuff like this is a go-to because everything is right there. You don't have to look over here in my blush drawer, and I don't have to go here in my highlighting drawer, my bronzer drawer. Like, everything is right here in one compact palette, and I do appreciate that. The only problem with me and palettes is, like, if I go ahead and I put it away in the drawer, I might not open that drawer for a while. Like, this is nice and shiny and new, and yeah, I'm gonna love on it for the next couple of months or so. But you have to decide to yourself whether or not you're actually gonna get the use to spend $85 on a palette. You know what I mean? You might not feel like you reach for these kind of things, so you may not want it. But me, give me all the blush, give me all the highlighter, give me all the nice, beautiful finishing powders. I am here for it. This palette, I'm gonna have fun with this palette. I'll tell you that right now. Like, look at the way my face is looking, guys. I really like the way my face looks, and this foundation, going back to the foundation, I think the foundation even looks better than it did yesterday. So I don't know, kudos. They just know how to catch your angles. Like, Hourglass be doing the thing. I think my face looks really nice, and I didn't really do much to it. I put the foundation, I set it, and that was pretty much it. I sprayed, you know, had to spray my little peach and lily, but, you know, simple things. It didn't take much to get this look that I have going on, because all I did was really demo these two palettes on top of the foundation. So I think my face looks really good, and like I put more effort than I really did. So according to Hourglass's website, it says this elephant palette has 4 new shades of blush and highlighter to diffuse and same thing. So there's 2 pre-existing shades. Oh, I didn't know that blush shade was I was not aware that the blush shade here, Iridescent Rose, I wasn't aware that that's actually an existing shade. But I don't know if our brown girls actually wore it, because I never heard nobody talk about it. Y'all saw I already told y'all what 2 I had from their collection, so I'm glad that this is a shade that I actually don't have in my collection. So that just makes it a little bit more special. Like, these blushes are what, like 40 bucks? 40, 80, so, and I got 6. Listen, the math is mathing for me today. Of course, like I said, the Translucent Light is a pre-existing shade, and now I know that this blush also is pre-existing. But all other 4 products in this palette are new products. I'm gonna link down below the Hourglass website where you can read more about these products. They also have them available at Sephora, which the Sephora sale is coming up. And again, here is the beautiful palette, but swatches ain't gonna do this thing justice. Y'all saw it actually applied on my face. Y'all see it, how it's looking, all glowy. You know I love me a good glow. This is just looking like everything on my face. Guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Let's chat down there. Let me know if you are interested in any of the palettes. Let me know if you're interested in buying any of the other ones, the elephant or the butterfly palette. If you know, melanated like myself, let me know if you are interested in the tiger palette. Like, guys, oh my goodness, like the packaging is just so pretty. Y'all know I live for good packaging, and when there is good product inside to match the outside packaging, I am very satisfied with my purchase. So again, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. K-Squad, thanks so much for tuning in today's video. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and pop up a couple videos on the screen for you guys, just in case you missed a couple of my recent uploads, or you're new here, you wanna take a look around, or if you just wanna subscribe, go ahead and hit my face somewhere over here. Join the K-Squad. I would love to have you, and I hope to catch each and every one of you on the next video. Until next time, y'all, stay blessed. Later, guys.